Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 84 yards.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Shotgun now with Purdy. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action. Now Purdy. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Targeting Cooper, and he's got it coming across the field. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Complete. Jefferson the target. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. These two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Play action. It's Herbert. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Herbert. This caught by Royal. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 14 carries, 63 yards.
That's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
Herbert eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. First and 10, Taylor now. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. This is a 2nd and 4. Ball at the 9. Purdy now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Over the middle, complete. It's Sims. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. This will be caught. Judy. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. sticking with Walker on second down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man open, it's Tyler Higbee. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Up the middle, here's Walker. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. Back to Walker on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He finds his target, Royal. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, right around the 18-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They go play action here. Purdy over the middle. That's caught by Chase. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He finds Taylor, complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Walker with another carry. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. the shotgun. Here's Herbert. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, he obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think.
By that,
yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. 8 yards. Purdy off the play fake. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Purdy got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Off the left, upright, and it caroms away, no good. And the lead will hold at 10. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Out of the gun, Herbert. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he goes out right around the 39. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here's Purdy.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Throwing here, Purdy. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground.
And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. So we reach.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect 2nd half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense.
They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Purdy's throw taken in here by Chase.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Now Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Niners first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Purdy sets up to throw again.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Purdy.
He'll find Taylor. That's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So little by little, the better of these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the 3rd quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points. This is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Herbert's throw into the...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Josh Allen able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. After that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is going to be 49er football.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy. I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 97 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the Jets sweep, here's Chase. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, it's Purdy. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Purdy now to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jamar Chase, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Niners are an extra point away from going up by 30. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Herbert on third down now. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 34 yards. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, but when the offensive line has executed well today, to try and get him over 100 yards.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now it's Herbert. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Catch is made by Metcalf. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a draw play. It's Walker, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 37. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 49ers 4-yard line.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Nick Bosa in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawks touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Got a man open, it's Chase. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. Throwing here, Purdy. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They get to him for a loss of 4. And it brings up 3rd down on the sack. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Herbert now. Returning right back to Lockett. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Herbert. This caught by Royal. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Herbert on 1st down now. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up 4th down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So the victory here for San Francisco.